here in Alabama. What does it mean to you to be able to start your professional career in your home state?
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I played college baseball here for 4 years in the state of Alabama, and so to be able to get lucky enough to come here and play, it's definitely a blessing.
Speaking of your college career, you've hit the ball really well, no matter where you've been, Samford and Auburn. You had a great debut for the Trash Pandas. How was playing somewhere like the SEC helped you?
Definitely helped with just slowing the game down. That was a huge emphasis over at Auburn, and I really kind of took that over with me and not letting anything get too quick on me.
How excited are you? You know, I don't know if, of course, the whole organization is very new, so people are very excited about the Trash Pandas. But when people found out that you were coming up here, I mean, Auburn fans everywhere and just Trash Pandas fans were excited. What does that mean to you to be able to wear Trash Pandas across your chest and come out here and play in front of so many people that love you?
It's definitely a great opportunity, and you know, being able to be drafted by the Angels and have with the affiliate here in Madison was great. And you know, I'm just hoping to be a piece of this team to help win the championship. I know we're already in the championship series, and so when we get to that point, I hope to be a big piece of it.
You and your Auburn teammates played here back in the month of March. In your wildest dreams, you thought that just only so many months later you would be right back here in the city of Madison, lining up for the Trash Pandas?
No, not at all. I mean, when we came here and played, I thought this place was awesome. I mean, I'm from Birmingham, so I went to Barron's games growing up, going to the Med and regions, and then this compares right up there with them. And it's definitely a cool experience. I never even got to play here, though, so when we came, I had a little heel injury, and I was out for a week, and so I missed the game here, but I was still here.
Well, speaking of being here, I mean, you had the Auburn fans travel, obviously, wanting to support the in-state team, but the Trash Pandas definitely pulled a big crowd here in the Southern League. What did you think of what you saw here, your first glimpse at it all?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we sold it out when we came, and I mean, it was just like an atmosphere, you know, on SEC Friday night, and so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And just hearing from the guys, talking to the guys, they talk about how awesome our environment is, and I'm really looking forward to that tonight and this week.
I had a chat with your dad, and he was telling me that your house is about 5 minutes from the Barron's Stadium. How kind of funny is it for you that you're now playing in a league that you could have grown up watching?
I know that's I mean, we were talking like the only perfect scenario would have been if Trash Pandas were playing at the Barons anymore, but I don't think that we travel there. So, you know, it's all cool, but just being an hour and a half away from home is still cool as well. And so they get to still come, and it's definitely a great opportunity.
Sonny, you mentioned, you know, coming into a team that's already made the playoffs. They get to host a playoff game here in September. What was it like joining a locker room that was already so established this year?
Yeah, it was definitely just the day I walked into the Chattanooga locker room. Those guys were just, you know, all very friendly. I mean, I was really excited to meet everyone. I'd known a couple players. I played with Anthony Mulrine, and so I knew him from Sanford. And just being able to have that connection and then work around with everybody. And it's definitely a team that likes to have fun and likes to really enjoy the moment.
In the last 2 months, you played in the College World Series, and now you're playing Double-A baseball. What's the transition been like? And obviously, the first 2 games, you reached base 8 times in your first 10 plate appearances. What was it that happened during that brief period where you were in Arizona that got you caught up to speed?
Yeah, as soon as the season was over in Omaha, I just knew I needed what I needed to work on in my swing, and just kind of re-locked in on some things. And thankfully, you know, we got to start in Chattanooga, and just had a lucky day, I guess. Saying that first day was a lucky day, and I was able to see the ball roll well. And so I'm just going to keep building on what I've been working on over this past month.
You didn't spend your entire career at Auburn, of course, but a lot of college baseball experience. What from the 2 programs that you've played with, what from those programs are you taking here to the professional level?
Yeah, you know, both the programs, they have a special place in my heart. And the one thing that I learned from playing these 2 different programs, playing in college for 4 years, was just, you know, you can't take nothing for granted. You got to work hard every day, and I think that's something I'm going to take over with me forever. It really taught me how to definitely overcome adversity, and just overcome anything that was just any problem that I was faced with on the field and even in life. I could just kind of relate it to the field and like what I would do on the field, and so that's definitely what college taught me.
When you look back to playing in Omaha just 2 months ago and the intensity that came with that, and now knowing that you guys already have a playoff spot locked up, we're trying to lock up the second half title, how much do you think the, I don't know, emotion maybe or whatever you had with you in Omaha is going to carry over to what you're trying to do now?
Omaha was definitely that's every kid's dream that goes to college. So, you know, I got to live that out, and you know, unfortunately, we didn't win, but just being there kind of opened up my eyes. Like, man, this is the most meaningful baseball that I have played yet, and so that's what I look forward to every season. Like, I want to play my most meaningful games the next season. So, being able to that the Trash Pandas are already in the playoffs for this season, that'll mean that's my most meaningful game yet. And so I'm really looking forward to that.
Is it a weird transition at all going from the conclusion of the season from Auburn and Omaha to professional baseball where you joined the last couple months of the season?
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I don't really know how to put it into words. It's just kind of like, the draft happens. A few days later, you fly to the complex. A few days later, you fly to the affiliate. So, I mean, that was I ain't never done something like that. So, it's definitely cool though. I like it. I like that part. But just not knowing what you're doing. I mean, I'm not really a guy who plans things. So, like, not knowing what I was doing was it's kind of cool.
I think a lot of people up here already know kind of what you're about and what you can do, but to Trash Pandas fans, what kind of player are they going to see on the field and what kind of young man is going to represent their team?
Yeah, I'm just a guy out there having fun. I love the game. I hate losing, and so I'm gonna play as hard as I can. I'm gonna, work with my teammates as hard as I can to build these relationships that I'm only gonna have with these guys for, the next month and a half of the season. And so, just being able to build that strong bond so that we're ready for the playoffs, and I'm able to be here and be a part of this. I wasn't able to be here that first half, and I can kind of feel the energy of these guys that they just really love being together and playing together, and I'm just really excited for this opportunity.
You spoke about the crowd before and just what we're able to bring here at Toyota Field, but when it specifically relates to you, I do a radio show and we have tickets to give away to the game tonight, and as soon as we announced that we were giving away tickets for you coming home, immediately had a bunch of numbers that I'd never even seen before, never waited on the show before, trying to get here to see you. How does that make you feel?
It's definitely a cool feeling, but I'm one of the guys who never tries to make it about me. And so, I love all the outside things that's going on and all the people that really want to come watch the Trash Pandas play, but I'm out here trying to win. I'm out here just trying to be a great teammate to these guys and just trying to play as hard as I can.
Going back to your first game for a second, obviously, you can dream about having a few hits or hitting your first at bat. But reaching base all 5 times you came to the plate, it's just unbelievable. When you look back at the game now, is it still hard to believe that you did that?
Yeah, going into the game, I was like, man, I ain't seen pitching in like a month. So we'll see how it goes. I got in there, took the first pitch, and a couple balls fell my way, a couple at bats went my way, and so it was definitely a cool night, and some luck went into there too.
Last thing I got for you, again, from talking to your dad, I know that you're getting married pretty soon. Being able to be close to your fiance and close to your parents, how much does that mean to you?
It means a lot, man. It's my dad's not able to, within driving distance to come see me play, and so still being like an hour and a half away, it's even closer than Auburn was. And also with my fiance and my mom, they get to still come up here and see. So it's definitely a cool opportunity for that.
Uncharted territory, professional baseball and marriage. Which one's scary?
Man, I really don't know. Probably, I don't know. It's probably a good mixture of the three.
He's not going to say marriage, so
Yeah, you get. Yeah. Marriage is the easy one, right?